Hi, today's video is recent reads, and for this month, I've actually read these books back in January, so I've only had enough time to read 2 books for the month of January, and my first book is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I think that's how you pronounce it. And the synopsis is about this girl, Blue Sargent. She stands next to her clairvoyant mother as the soon-to-be dead walk past. Blue never sees them until this year when a boy emerges from the dark and speaks to her. His name is Gansey, and he's a rich student at Aglionby, the local private school. Blue has a policy of staying away from Aglionby boys known as Raven Boys. They can also mean trouble, but Blue is drawn to Gansey in a way she can't entirely explain. He is on a quest that has encompassed 3 other Raven Boys: Adam, the scholarship student who resent the privilege around him; Ronan, the fierce soul whose emotions range from anger to despair; and Noah, the taciturn watcher who notices many things but says very little. For as long as she can remember, Blue has been warned that she will cause her true love to die. She doesn't believe in true love and never thought this would be a problem. But as her life becomes caught up in the strange and sinister world of the Raven Boys, she's not so sure anymore. What I like about this book is that it has a lot of mystery and it has a lot of Welsh mythology to it. There's a little bit of romance in there, but it's not that overwhelming at all. It's very little romance within the storyline. What I really love about this book is that it's very well written. It's kind of slow at the beginning, though. I'm not gonna lie. But it gets really good towards the end. There's this thing that just took me by surprise, and I did not even expect it, to be honest with you. But I'm not going to spoil that for you. You'll have to read the book if you want to know what I mean. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I really love the plot. The plot's very original in my opinion. I love how they have also incorporated a lot of mythology into it. It seems to be well thought out. I guess I'll give this book maybe a 4 out of 5 stars for this book, The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. And the second book I read back in January, this book is about the Red Queen. The cover looks like this. The spine and the cover itself looks really nice. The synopsis is about, let me go ahead and see if I can read just a tiny bit of it. It says, Mayor Barrow's world is divided by blood. Those with red and those with silver. Mayor and her family are lowly reds destined to serve the silver elite whose supernatural abilities make them nearly gods. Mayor steals what she can to help her family survive, but when her best friend is conscripted into the army, she gambles everything to win his freedom. A twist of fate leads her to the royal palace itself, where in front of the king and all his nobles, she discovers a power of her own, an ability she didn't know she had, except her blood is red. Yeah, pretty much what you can gather is that in order for you to have these special powers, you have to have the silver blood that these nobles have, and all the red-blooded people are classified as peasants, so they live in the slums pretty much. And she was born and raised at the slums until that fateful day when she came across this boy by the name of Cal. He's actually a prince, but at the time she did not even know that, so he actually did her the favor of getting her a job within the palace, and from there she kind of like fell down this hole or pit or whatever you want to call it, I don't know, where she kind of discovers her power, and then the story progresses from there pretty much. What I didn't like is that things seem to have been going pretty fast within the story. I also didn't like how the character was easily swayed, with like, you know, being forced to like, you know, do everything that the royals tell her to do. If I would have been in her place, I would have preferred to have died, instead of them like telling me what I should do, you know. But I guess I would have kind of done the same thing as she did to also help her family survive and get a better life out of it as well. I also don't like the main character as well. She is just too selfish, in my personal opinion. And I also didn't feel like the book was that well written in my, just the way it was written is just not what I, like as well. What else? Though I did enjoy the plot itself had some potential to it. I really enjoyed it, but then again, I kind of didn't, mostly because of the main character. Personally, I would have, you know, made her go through some more development to her, because she just seems just too selfish, and she just mostly cared about her own people or for herself, and she had no regard for her friends or people that she had risked their lives with. I guess that's pretty much what I have to say about this book, and I would give the Red Queen a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Yep, I mean, it's pretty average, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've read for the month of January, and thank you for watching my video. Bye.